Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. In the light of Valentine's Day coming up soon, I thought that it would be super fun to do like a Valentine's Day makeup look, like date night or whatever you're doing with your partner on Valentine's Day. This is like pink tones, you know, Valentine's Day pink. It's very cute, it's very girly. So if you like this look, just keep on watching. I have just put on some skincare. In Australia, we don't have Glossier like stores, but I didn't realize that they did like international shipping. So like a while ago, because the shipping takes quite a long time to get to Australia, but I got some of the Future Dew drops, and you're meant to put this on like at the end of your skincare, and they're very nice. I really like these. So it just gives your skin like a nice hydrated glow. Since I'm in white and like I've got some gold earrings, like white and gold is probably the look, like outfit look matching, and this is going to be like the light dewy makeup look. Excuse my nails. These are my natural nails. I paint them myself, but one broke off here because it started splitting down the middle, so I just cut it, and then I was cracking open pistachio nuts, and then this one snapped off, and then I think I just cut this one because it was easier for the pistachio nuts. I hate doing pistachio nuts with long fingernails. Then this one broke off. Then I cut this one because it also snapped really high up. So it's like all my nails are just like snapping, and I need to let go of the last few that are still long, but I don't want to. So to start off with, I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. They just give such a nice base to work with. So like in my last video, I did say that I had been having some health issues, and that I thought perhaps it could be like a thyroid issue, like a tiny little update on that. I haven't gotten any like test results back or anything, but whilst, you know, I'm in the process of getting testing done, one thing that I thought that I can do is test out like food intolerances and stuff like that. And I had already done a little bit of research and thought perhaps, okay, sorry, after I've done in my base, I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. For foundation, I've really been liking the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation lately. It goes on the skin so nice. I think this foundation and the Born This Way by Too Faced foundation are both favorites of mine. Like, they're so nice. They're like dewy, probably medium coverage. They're just such nice foundations. I really, really love them. I've done some research into like maybe like have a gluten intolerance. I was like thinking, oh, surely it's more serious than just having a gluten intolerance, because like just the fatigue alone. Sorry if you didn't watch my last video. I've been having symptoms and I don't know what is wrong, but I've had like extreme fatigue to the point where I'm like, there's something not right here. Like waking up in the morning and not feeling like I've slept at all, and like not being able to focus on tasks during the day. Even like driving was becoming like almost dangerous for me, because I would notice, especially in Sydney, because Sydney traffic is no joke, like I would notice when I'm driving that I'm like struggling, like focusing, like I might not notice a light in front of me has turned red and I'm just like completely zoned out. So it was becoming like a big problem. And like my eyes, they get like heavy and like they just want to close all the time. And I was like this is just horrible. I can't live my life like that. And then after I have blended in my foundation, I'm going to go in with my Morphe concealer. I actually really like this concealer. I wasn't sure about it at the start. I prefer buying concealers that aren't like extremely expensive because it's just concealer. So I like finding like good concealers but like at affordable prices, and then I just stick with those. But yeah, anyway, the whole moral of the story is I, for the last week, have cut out gluten. And although I have had days where I'm like, I'm not feeling good like at all, in general, I feel a lot better. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe I'm gonna have to go back to the doctor and ask them if they can test me for like the celiac gene, or like, I don't know, but my partner's mum said that a lot of young girls that come into her field of work end up having gluten intolerances. So she said that it could be a gluten intolerance, and I'd already actually looked into it because I was like, it could be that. But after she said that, I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to cut out gluten for a while and see how I go. And you know, I have been having a lot more energy. Like, I still have crashes, but it's not like the whole day. But then when I have like a bad day, then I'm like, is it something else? So I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I need to continue getting all my tests to see. But yeah, that's like a little update into my life. I could have a gluten intolerance, which, you know, is not the best thing ever because, see, I feel like if you have a gluten intolerance, after my week of being gluten-free, this is my take on it. Okay, sorry. I'm going to go in now with bronzer. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty bronzer in the shade Power Boost. This is like a little bit orange for my liking, but I want to use it because I bought it, so we're gonna use it. Yes, so my take on gluten intolerance is, if you cook at home a lot, which I do, easy. Like, not easy, I'm not trying to downplay the fact that it sucks if you've got a gluten intolerant. Like, if I have one, I know that it's gonna suck for a lot of the part because I freaking love pasta, and gluten pasta is just not the same. Like, gluten-free pasta is just not the same. It's just not the same. It's not. But at least you can still have pasta, you know what I mean? Like, if you're really craving pasta, you can still have pasta, because I've done the keto diet quite often in my life, not because of anything in particular, just because I always felt really, really good if I just cut out carbs and sugar. That's when I feel like the best. So sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut out carbs and sugar for a while. And see, that is hard because you can't have like any, like, there's some good alternatives. Like, if you want pancakes, you can just use almond flour, but they're not the same. It's the texture. They're just not the same. But at least with like gluten-free pasta, you still get that kind of like, it still tastes like pasta. It's just not as nice. Whereas like keto pasta, have you tried keto pasta? It's disgusting. Oh gosh. So I think where it becomes really difficult is restaurants. Like, if you want to go out to a restaurant with your friends, you're like so limited, especially if you're going to like an Italian restaurant or like a Mexican restaurant, because a lot of things have gluten. And then also, if you're celiac, you can't mix, like you couldn't, like if you have a serious gluten intolerance, I'm pretty sure you can't even have your bread in a toaster that had gluten, like normal bread in it. So like there's cross-contamination issues. So I don't even know how people with celiac disease like go out to eat unless you go to like a proper gluten-free restaurant. So yes, you do get limited quite a lot. So I'm like, it's not the worst thing in the world if I was like gluten intolerant, but you know, it definitely sucks because, you know, I love pasta. I love Toddy's ragu pasta, and I love pancakes at Bill's in Sydney. Their pancakes are like the best. Yeah, like it's definitely not something that like I really want, but it's better than like bowel cancer or something. So, you know, gotta pick your battles. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about my health now. It's just, you know, I'm just talking about it because it's been consuming my life for the last, I would probably say it's gotten, I noticed it like 8 months ago and it's gotten worse since then. And then after Christmas, it was the worst that like I've ever felt. So we'll see, but you know, that could be it. Oh, I forgot to blend in this one. All right, now that I've put some bronze on, I am just gonna go in and clean up just my nose area with a little bit more concealer. I just like to put a little bit there and then clean it up here and then on the side. Like that. You know, I've been in a very happy relationship for 6 years coming up next month. And we're engaged now. And you know, I've never been one to like date around and just, sorry, I'm just gonna go in now with blush. All of my products are liquid products. I mean, I do have a few powdered products to use. I've got some blush powder, then I've got my setting powder that I am going to use today. I do notice that like often I only use like liquid products though, so I'm sorry for that. But I'm going in with the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy. It's like a very light blush, light pink. It's very cute. But yes, since I've been like, yeah, I've never been one to like date around a whole lot. I've only ever been in one other relationship. Oh, one other serious relationship in my life. And it also lasted for 4 years, I think, or just over 4 years. Or we had been seeing each other for a long time and then we dated for 4 years. So it could have been longer than 4 years that we were seeing each other. But wow, it's very, very pink. But I feel like, you know, now that I'm 26, I have like learned a lot about relationships. Me and my partner now, we've grown so much together. And I really feel like we wouldn't have gotten to where we are now if we did not work through the really, really tough parts of our relationship, because we had a whole year, like a whole year period when COVID happened, where we didn't see each other because we lived in different states and the borders in Australia were locked. So we didn't see each other for like that whole year except for 1 week. We saw each other for a week that whole year. And that was probably the hardest, toughest time that we've had in our relationship. And we definitely were not considering breaking up, but like, you know, you don't see each other for a whole year. That's like tough. So it was definitely really hard. But my whole point is, I feel like I've learned so much in my relationship. The only thing is, to have a healthy relationship with a guy, you kind of need the guy to be on the same wavelength as you. Luckily, my partner is one of the most amazing people I know. So he, like, an out or breaking up has never really been an option for us. Like, as soon as you think like, oh, like we might break up, I feel like that's the bad part. But if you're in it and you're like, no matter what happens, we're gonna work through this together and it's equal, then you're set up for a really, really happy, long relationship. I think that that's really important. All my friends, I love all of my friends, but they're all single at the moment. And I just feel like hearing about the dating world that we're in, like at the moment, it's very hard. Especially, like, I've seen so many videos about like Australia in particular, that sounds wrong. You know what I mean. It's very hard for dating because men don't really approach women. That's what I've been hearing a lot of. Anyway, hearing all of their struggles, I'm like, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm taken. So, anyways, now I'm gonna go in with some highlight. I'm just using the Mecca Max highlight. I got this just the other week and I really like it. And I'm just gonna put that on the parts where I want it to be glowy. But yes, for Valentine's Day, I hope that you all get nice and spoiled, and I hope that you spoil your partners as well. Yeah. Okay, and then to set my makeup, I'm going to go in with the Mercier. Now this is a translucent powder. I did explain this in my last video, but it didn't get many views, so I'm gonna explain it quickly again. It's a translucent powder, but it has sparkle to it, so it's also very glowy. And sometimes I apply it with like a little pad, but I think that it's nicer if you apply it with like a little fluffy brush, because you don't want the sparkles to like really stick in. You kind of want to loosely put it here, and it really gives like a nice sheen to it. Now I've been seeing that like bows are very, very in at the moment, and for this makeup look, I feel like if you like pulled your hair back here and then put two bows here, that would be like a really cute look, don't you think? I don't have any bows, but if you have bows, I really feel like that would look cute. I actually went to a consultation the other day because I have said that I really want to get like age preventative Botox. I've been wanting to get it for a while, just in my forehead area, and maybe like here. Just, you know, I don't want my face to be like no facial expressions, but I do want to prevent the wrinkles from coming. Anyways, and then as I was at that consultation, I also got a consultation to get laser freckle remover, because I have like lots of freckles. Like my skin, if I go out in the sun, I get like freckles very easily. And you know, like so many people are like, oh, don't get rid of them, they're cute. Yes, I feel like they're cute if they're on your face, but not if they're like on your arms, like here especially. Like I feel like it makes me look like my skin just looks a little bit like old and worn out. So I went and got a consultation about that, and then they said that they would lift up really, really easily, but I have to get them done in like the winter time in Australia, because you're not allowed to go out in the sun at all for like 2 weeks after your first treatment. 2 weeks or 1 week. And then you're not even allowed to have like warm or like hot showers. Like no heat whatsoever can like go onto your arm. So that's fun. And then I'm going to Europe in Australian winter, so I don't really know when I'm gonna get it done, but I'll definitely like look into that because that's something else that I would like to get done. But yeah, anyways, moving on again. Now for eyes, I've got my crusty old modern Renaissance palette. I feel like this is like the best palette that I've ever had because they've got so many good colors in here. You've got your like oranges, you've got a nice chocolate brown here. You've got some pink tones, like this is like an ashy tone. You even got like a purple tone here. I feel like I've never really needed to like get many palettes because this palette, I can do so many looks with it. Since this look is like a pinky look, I'm probably gonna go pink. So maybe this, and I might start off with like the more purple shade, like the purple lilac shade as like the base, and I'll build onto it with like the more pink tones. We'll see what we do. I'm not sure. I don't want it to be too crazy. I mean, like, yeah, that's nice. Let me just zoom you in whilst I'm doing my eyes. Perfect. I'm just continuing to go in with that pink shade. I'm just like slowly building it up. And then I'm thinking if I put like a champagne liquid shadow over the top, it might like dull it down to like a nice shiny pink color. I'm just thinking out loud here because I didn't have like a solid plan for this look. I mean, it's kind of cute. I kind of like it. All right, I like this. It's going well. So I'm going to start the other eye. I don't want it to go too high up near my eyebrows because then it will look funny. But very much like the pink tones. It's very Valentine's Day. I am just gonna go in with this color here. It's always gone. Vermeer. It's like a white pearly color. And I'm just gonna put that in the inner corner. And then after that, I will just do my bottom like eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with the darker pink shade. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the bottom. Now at this point, it might look like you have pink eye, but once we put mascara on the bottom lashes as well, it won't look as bad. And then I do want to do some like eyeliner just to make my eyes pop just that little bit more. I'm not gonna do like a huge wing. Just gonna put some on here, like maybe like just a little wing. I'm gonna go in with mascara with my little ILIA mascara. I'm just gonna put it on. I like to sometimes to get like a more like cat eye. You just brush the mascara outwards and it can give the effect of cat eyes because then they're going like out. And then after I put mascara on my bottom lashes, because I don't like them looking too long because I kind of have long bottom lashes, I just like smudge them like that, and then I get a little bit on, but it makes them look not as shoo. I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I always just use a little angled brush and eyebrow pot. I've been liking, like, for me and my face anyways, I like it when my eyebrows are like kind of like up and not have too much of a curve. I like it when they go out a lot more, because it just, I feel like, makes my face look a little bit more lifted. So when I do my eyebrows, I just fill in the front area. Fill in the arch bit. But I don't really bring them down. I just bring them out. Like so. That makes such a huge difference, having dark eyebrows on me anyways. This little lip liner is one of my favorites. It's from the brand Australis. I don't even know if they still do this. It's in the color Tickled Pink. I've had this for a very, very, very long time, and I've been savoring it because I don't want it to end. But I'm just gonna line my lips. I don't tend to dramatically overline my lips because I already naturally have quite plump lips, but I do just on the bottom I'll just like slightly overline it, and then on the top, like, I like my cupid's bow, but sometimes I prefer like a more rounded look. So on the top I'll just flatten my lip out like this, and sort of like overline it just a little bit there. And then for the sides, I do not overline at all because I feel like lips look really, really strange if you overline them here. Like, it makes them look way too fat. So if you just overline the top here and then the bottom here, and then go with your natural lip line, my lips are a bit crusty, not gonna lie. And then I just smudge it in. A Mecca lip gloss, and it's in a like very pretty pink sparkly shade. Then Lastly, just to like brighten our cheeks up again, I'll just quickly go in with my Charlotte Tilbury blush. And then I didn't really do much with my hair. I've just straightened it. But for like, I'll just zoom you out. For like a cute Valentine's Day look, I would like, I think straightened hair is very nice, but I'd probably pin it back and maybe do like a little bow at the back, like a cutesy look. And then, yeah, I'm just wearing like a strapless mini white linen dress, which is like very, very feminine, very cute. And then maybe like if you have something similar, then you would wear like a gold necklace or something.